Is a Fisher Space Pen worth being a part of your limited everyday carry pocket space? To find out, we're going to be putting its bold underwater writing claim to the test. As a bonus, I'm also going to test the Space Pen claim that it can write through oil. But first, let's get into the unboxing. Inside the box, we have a nice plastic case, and what I really love about this is this cool moon crater themed holder for the pen itself. Underneath this, we have our guarantee from Fisher for the life of the pen, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next EDC review. The size and shape of this pen make it very easy to carry in your pocket for everyday carry, but yet it extends into a full-sized pen when you actually need to use it. So let's get into our first test with this pen, which is that it can write at any angle, even upside down. Alright, I am under my desk right now, and I've got my field notes with me for testing, and in my right hand I have the Fisher Space Pen, so we're going to test if this can write upside down. Let's test. No issues there, but as I said, that doesn't seem that impressive to me, so just to make sure that it's even a big deal, we've got this cheap 50-cent pen here, and we're going to test if it can also write upside down. As expected, not a big deal at all. So it's going to take a little bit more than upside down writing to impress me from the Fisher Space Pen, but if you're already keen to get your hands on one, I will be leaving a link for you below. But now it's time to get into the underwater writing test. We'll be using this Write in the Rain weatherproof notebook, which we have done a review on before if you want to check it out. But these are designed to be written on specifically when wet. So we're going to submerge this and give it a shot. This notepad is well and truly submerged now, so I've opened us to a new page and we're about to get into the test. So make sure you smash that like button and let's see what happens. Alright, the moment of truth. Excuse my poor handwriting, but look at that. That has absolutely worked while underwater. Should we be impressed with a Fisher Space Pen, or can any old pen write underwater? Let's find out. The crappy pen can also write underwater. So have a look at that, guys. It's definitely not very consistent at all with this normal pen. So let's give a squiggle with this as well. So as expected, the Fisher Space Pen is very consistent with its underwater strokes, whereas the cheap pen, very inconsistent. It often faded out. Alright guys, it's time for the bonus. So smash that like button. We're going to test whether this thing can write in oil. But just before we do, guys, I want to give you my general thoughts on this pen so far. I am quite impressed, okay? It can write underwater and it's certainly a good size for everyday carry. So whether it can write through oil or not, it does have a spot in my tiny EDC kit. And by the way, we've just done a review on this one, so if you want to check this out in more detail, I'm leaving a link for you above. Let's see how we go. And we will of course be testing with both pens. Put a bit of oil down. So let's see what happens when it comes to oil. Well, there's our results. I mean, yes, I guess it did write through it. I will say it did fade out a little bit, which we'll look at closer shortly. All right, time for the regular pen. Yep, this regular pen is not handling the oil anywhere near as well. And in fact, I think it's basically, yes, it's basically killed the pen, whereas the Fisher Space Pen still appears to be going strong. Just comes out the other side of the oil, dries itself off and keeps on going. And with a closer look at the results, they really do speak for themselves. The regular pen just could not keep up when writing through oil. As someone interested in everyday carry, I'm leaving you with this Bullet Fisher Space Pen, which I've done a review for, as well as our everyday carry playlist. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next cool EDC content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.